A very good afternoon, students. Let us continue with the chapter Pronouns. We have already started learning what pronouns are in your previous class. We have completed the first type of pronoun, that is the personal pronoun. We have learned what a personal pronoun is, and we have also learned about subjective personal pronouns and objective personal pronouns. I had sent in your previous class a worksheet on subjective personal and subjective objective personal pronouns. I hope you have practiced those, and I'm sure after practicing those sentences you must be now sure about identifying subjective personal and objective personal pronouns. Today, children, we shall learn what possessive pronouns are. A possessive pronoun is a word that shows possession or belongingness. So, definitely a pronoun which is used in order to refer to possession or belongingness is called a possessive pronoun. Now, let us see which words are used as possessive pronouns. Words such as mine, ours, yours, his, hers, theirs are used as possessive pronouns. You see this chart given over here, children, this table given over here will give us the possessive pronouns in the first person, second person and the third person. Let's go through this. The first person singular possessive pronoun is mine. In the first person plural it is ours. Second person singular is yours. Second person plural is also yours. Third person singular his and hers, and third person plural is yours. Now coming back to these words that we have learned now are used as possessive pronouns in various persons and numbers. Let us take up a few examples. Now if I say the sentence, this notebook is mine. Which word in this sentence do you think is a possessive pronoun? It is mine. Yes, if you look at this word mine, the usage of the word mine here definitely stands or shows or indicates some possession or belongingness. So, whose is the notebook? This notebook is mine. Hence, I'm talking about me, be the possessor, myself being the possessor of the notebook. Therefore, mine is used as a possessive pronouns, as a possessive pronoun. Some more examples say that red car is ours. Ours is again here a possessive pronoun, and what is the thing that sentence indicates about possession or about belongingness? It is the car. This black bag I think is yours. This is again a possessive pronoun. Then say one more sentence. This toy is mine, but that is hers. Hers is again used here as a possessive pronoun. So, this is how we use the possessive pronouns in a sentence. Now, there is something called possessive adjectives as well, children, and often we tend to confuse between possessive pronouns and possessive adjectives. Hence, it is very important for you to understand the difference between a possessive pronoun and a possessive adjective. Now, there is another chart given here, another table given here, which gives us very clearly the words which are used as possessive pronouns and the words which are used as possessive adjectives. Let's go through this table. Possessive pronouns, we have words like mine, yours, hers, his, its, ours, theirs. Whereas in possessive adjectives, the same words are used as my, your, her, his, its, are, their. So you cannot ever use these words as adjectives or these as pronoun. Hence, whenever in a sentence you are asked to identify a possessive pronoun or a possessive adjective, if you are clear about these words, then you can easily identify the possessive pronoun or the possessive adjective in the correct way without making any mistake. So for you, the foremost thing is to learn these words which are used as pronouns and which are used as adjectives. Once you're clear with this and you're thorough with this, you will never make a mistake in identifying possessive pronoun or possessive adjectives. Now let us take some examples to see how these vary in the sentences. Look at this example given here. A possessive pronoun is used instead of a noun. Julie's car is red, mine is blue. See, Julie's car is red, my car is blue. Instead of repeating my car, if we use the possessive pronoun mine, the sentence definitely sounds better, and hence the possessive pronoun is also used here. So mine here is an example of possessive pronoun. Now example of a possessive adjective: my car is bigger than her car. Children, here the word her is used as possessive adjective. The simplest way to identify a possessive adjective is to know that in a possessive adjective, the noun is used right after the use of possession. If I say, this is my notebook, you'll find that the noun notebook is used right after the word of possession my. Therefore, my is here a possessive adjective and not a possessive pronoun. Whereas the same sentence, if it is repeated and written in a different manner, in a slightly different manner, say, this notebook is mine, here mine becomes a possessive pronoun. So children, the same sentence can be repeated from a possessive pronoun to a possessive adjective or vice versa, but we have to take care of how we use the words of possession. I hope I could make this clear to you. I'll be sending you an exercise on this, then you'll find you once you start practicing, you'll find this very easy. These are not actually theoretical portions to be learned. These are to be practiced and to be understood. These are all concepts. Now look at this green box, children. Remember, here the personal pronoun it is used to refer to an animal, right, a thing or a child. The child is crying, it must be hungry. He kicked the ball hard, it went flying to the goalpost. We use it also as a dummy subject. We already know this. Personal pronoun it is used to refer to an animal, to a thing, or we also use it for neuter gender or common gender, right? We also sometimes use it for common gender. Like here, the child is crying, it must be hungry. It here refers to the child, the common gender. He kicked the ball hard, it went flying to the goal post. It here referring to the ball, which is again a non-living thing. We use it also as a dummy subject in the sense when we don't mention exactly what the subject is, but by the use of the word it and from the meaning of the sentence, what the noun exactly is very much clear. Like here, it is a fine day. Definitely it here refers to what? To the day. So this is how we use these various possessive pronouns and adjectives. There is an exercise given here, children, on let's practice. From the pronouns given in brackets, choose the right one to complete each sentences below. I would like you to do this in your book itself. Do this as a homework and wait for the next class when I'll be sending you the answer key so that you can tally or verify your answers with mine. So you can recheck your own mistakes and understand where you have gone wrong. Now let's move on to the next page, children. This is, let's learn interrogative pronouns. Interrogative pronouns, let me tell you, are pronouns which are used to ask questions. These are WH interrogative words, and there are 5 interrogative pronouns in particular. They are who, what, whose, which, and whom. Remember, who, what, whose, which, and whom are used as the 5 interrogative pronouns. Now, like demonstrative pronouns, interrogative pronouns, possessive pronouns, again there are also interrogative adjectives. Just like we have, demonstrative adjective, demonstrative interrogative adjective are also a part of these, confusions that are often caused. Interrogative pronouns are often confused with interrogative adjectives. So again we have to understand how to identify these. Now interrogative pronouns we have already learned are these words with WH: who, what, whose, which, and whom. Let us look at a few examples, children. Who is the President of India? Who, referring to a noun, hence it is an interrogative pronoun. Which is mightier, the pen or the sword? Which here also stands for some noun, pen or the sword. Whose is this dog? Whose again stands for noun, the person to whom the dog belongs. What is your name? Referring to the name of the person. Whom would you like to meet? Again, whom, obviously talking about some person you would like to meet. Hence, these are all used as interrogative pronouns. Now, let us see how we confuse these with interrogative adjectives. Look at these examples given here. What is your name? What name do you prefer, Samantha or Sam? In this sentence, you'll find, children, in an interrogative pronoun and an interrogative adjective, be it demonstrative pronoun or demonstrative adjective, or possessive pronoun and possessive adjectives, the trick to identify or to distinguish between the two is the same for all. Like in a possessive adjective, I told you that the noun should be placed, or it is often, in fact in most cases it is placed right after the word of possession. Similarly, in an interrogative adjective also, the noun is placed right after the word of interrogation, because the word of interrogation qualifies the noun and therefore it is called an interrogative adjective. Just like the word of possession qualifies the noun, and so it is called possessive adjective, the same trick also works for interrogative adjectives. You have to, whenever you find some noun used right after the word of interrogation, you can blindly take it as an interrogative adjective. Whereas in an interrogative pronoun, you will find the WH word refers to a noun, but there is always a verb used right after the WH word, and you don't find any noun being used after the WH word. The moment you find a noun used right after the WH word, that becomes your adjective, that does not remain a pronoun anymore. Okay, some more example, children. Which book do you plan to read? Which book? Have you seen here? Book is the noun used right after the WH word. Hence, here which is an interrogative adjective. What name do you prefer? The word name here is also a noun. So, what name becomes interrogative adjective. Which is the book you like most? Here which indicates some noun. It does not qualify any noun. Therefore, this is an interrogative pronoun. I hope I could make myself clear to you, children. Remember, let the clear, or the idea to understand and to distinguish between pronoun and adjective be very clear in your mind. After the possessive adjective, you find, in a possessive adjective you find the adjective used right after the word of possession. the noun used right after the word of possession. In an interrogative adjective, you find the noun used right after the word of interrogation. These are the simplest ways that you can identify interrogative adjective or possessive adjective from interrogative pronoun and possessive pronoun. Okay, let us stop here, children. You have two more exercises after this, which is based on interrogative pronouns and interrogative adjectives. I would like you to practice those. Once you understand this, make it a habit of practicing 10 to 15 sentences. Then the idea or the concept sits very clear in your mind, and you can hold on to recalling these for a long time. You can you don't need to memorize these things. All that you need to know is to understand these very well, because it is only on the basis of your understanding that you will never make a mistake. If you go on learning these things, you will never be able to identify these pronouns and adjectives correctly. So understand it, listen to my explanation. If you don't understand at once, listen to it twice or thrice, but make the concept very clear in your mind. Let it be very, very clear in your mind. Okay, with this, children, let us end our class here. I'll be sending you the answer key 2 for these exercises in your next class, and then we'll move on to the remaining portion of the chapter. Thank you very much, children. Have a nice day. Stay well. Bye bye.